Wednesday, Tamil Nadu became the 10th state in India to withdraw general consent given to the CBI. This decision of the Tamil Nadu government came hours after the arrest of DMK senior leader and minister in the MK Stalin cabinet, Senthil Balaji. The politics around this high-profile arrest is what this episode of State of Play is all about. I am Anusha Ravi Sood. Welcome to the show. While a united opposition accused the central government led by Narendra Modi of misusing central agencies to go after political rivals, leaders of the BJP simply pointed to the fact that Senthil Balaji was an accused in a corruption case and due process was being followed. Before we talk about the politics around this high-profile arrest, a quick backgrounder into what led to these raids and action. The raids against Senthil Balaji and his eventual arrest by ED officials was in connection with a cash for jobs scam that dates back to 2015 when Senthil Balaji was in the AIADMK, was a minister in the AIADMK government. He was the transport minister then. Let's remember the AIADMK is currently an alliance partner of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, but Senthil Balaji has now jumped ships. He's now a minister in the DMK government in Tamil Nadu. Now, what is this case all about? In November 2014, a recruitment drive was conducted in Tamil Nadu to recruit crew drivers, crew conductors, etc. to the Tamil Nadu Transport Department. An FIR filed by the ED in this particular case says that Senthil Balaji accepted money from aspirants for these jobs, promising them jobs in exchange. The ED FIR suggests that many people who gave this money to the then transport minister eventually also got recruited to the transport department. But there were changes in Tamil Nadu politics following the death of then Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. Eventually, many people allegedly who paid money were not given jobs, and these aspirants who claimed to have given money to be placed in different positions in the transport department of Tamil Nadu went ahead and filed a complaint with the Tamil Nadu police. Even as the Tamil Nadu police took up this case and began investigation, Senthil Balaji approached court to stall the process of investigation. Even as litigations in connection with this case piled up, ED took cognizance of this case. But let's remember, the ED's cognizance came only after a regime change in Tamil Nadu when the DMK government was in power and Senthil Balaji was now with the DMK. ED filed several cases against Senthil Balaji, which he challenged in court. In fact, the challenge went all the way to Supreme Court. In May this year, the Supreme Court gave a go-ahead not just to Tamil Nadu police but also the Enforcement Directorate to continue its investigation against Senthil Balaji in this 2015 Transport Department cash for job case. After ED officials raided his residence, his properties, including his office in the Tamil Nadu Secretariat, hours after these raids were carried out, when the ED was all set to arrest Senthil Balaji, he complained of severe chest pain. There were in fact camera tapes, the videotapes showing the minister collapsing on the seat of a car that he was being taken into. The minister was then taken to a government hospital in Chennai where the doctors, after running tests, issued a statement. An official medical bulletin from the government hospital stated that this minister, Senthil Balaji, required to undergo a bypass surgery. Even as this drama unfolded in the hospital, the ED convinced a court in Tamil Nadu that it was following due process and the minister needed to be questioned in connection with this particular case. The court granted 14 days judicial custody of the minister. While ED was making a case for itself, demanding the custody of Senthil Balaji, at the hospital where he was admitted, the DMK put up a show of solidarity, so much so that not just senior leaders of the DMK, the chief minister himself, MK Stalin, visited the hospital, insisting that his minister was being intimidated by the BJP, misusing central agencies simply because the BJP could not take on the DMK politically in Tamil Nadu. Not stopping there, in a statement, MK Stalin also insisted that raids being carried out by central agencies in the Tamil Nadu Secretariat was nothing but a violation of federal principles. A host of non-NDA parties, including DMK's alliance partner, the Congress, came out with strongly worded condemnation of the raids and arrest of Senthil Balaji. The Congress, along with other opposition parties, reiterated their charge that the Narendra Modi led union government was misusing central agencies to target, intimidate, harass opposition leaders. This isn't the first time that the opposition is making such allegations or statements against the Narendra Modi government. One would ask, why would opposition parties take offense to central agencies, investigative agencies, carrying out due process or investigation process against elected representatives, public servants accused of corruption cases? In fact, MK Stalin, way back in 2015, when he was a leader of the opposition in Tamil Nadu, when he was a leader of the opposition party in Tamil Nadu, had raised concerns, had raised allegations of corruption against the same Senthil Balaji, who was then in the AIADMK. But now that Senthil Balaji is not just in the DMK, but also considered one of the more powerful ministers in the MK Stalin cabinet, he has turned his guns against the BJP. Opposition parties have repeatedly raised questions not over the action by central agencies, but the selective manner with which central agencies like IT, ED, CBI, NIA even have been functioning under the Narendra Modi government. At least 10 state governments have withdrawn the general consent given to CBI since 2015, all citing the same reason: alleged vindictive politics by Narendra Modi-led BJP government. Let's remember, the Modi government came to power for the first time in 2014, and since 2015, at least 10 states have withdrawn general consent given to the CBI. In March this year, opposition leaders of at least 9 political parties, excluding the Congress, had written to the Prime Minister highlighting exactly this, their concern over how, under this particular regime, central agencies were being misused for political purposes as political tools to go after opposition leaders. Signatories on this particular letter included Chief Ministers like Mamata Banerjee, like Arvind Kejriwal, like Chandrasekhar Rao here in Telangana as well. In this particular letter, the opposition party leaders also raised questions about how leaders of the opposition who were being investigated by central agencies suddenly seem to have no cases proceeding against them after they have defected to the BJP. In this particular letter, leaders of the opposition pointed to specific instances. For example, the incumbent Chief Minister of Assam, Himant Biswa Sarma, who was being probed by central agencies even in 2014-2015, it seems, as this letter by opposition party leaders said, the probe against Himanta Biswa Sarma has slowed down ever since he left the Congress and joined the BJP and now is the Chief Minister of Assam. This letter also referred to leaders from other parties who have joined the BJP like Mukul Roy, Suvendu Adhikari, Narayan Rane, from the last one being from Maharashtra, how cases against them have been stalled as soon as they have left their native parties and have joined the BJP. This selective action by central agencies under the Narendra Modi government is what opposition parties have repeatedly highlighted. Opposition leaders like Karnataka's Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar or BRS party's MLC Kavita Kalvakuntala publicly repeating this particular statement that although they are being probed by several central investigative agencies, they have been given offers by the BJP to join the BJP with a promise of relief from such cases, have only compounded the opposition's allegation of misuse of central agencies by the incumbent government. Of course, the BJP has denied it repeatedly. That hasn't stopped leaders like D.K. Shivkumar from insisting that he would have not gone to Tihar jail. He would not be the subject of so many investigations by IT, by ED, by CBI, had he simply toed the line of the BJP. This is a statement that D.K. Shivkumar has repeatedly made. While investigative agencies like ED and IT have autonomy to conduct investigations across the country, the CBI doesn't really have that kind of an authority because CBI was formed under the Delhi Police Act. The key to the opposition's allegations, excluding the obvious trend, of course, may lie in a 2018 amendment that the union government brought to the Prevention of Corruption law. This particular amendment that the union government brought in 2018 gives the center complete power over CBI, not just for administrative purposes, but also legally. In 2018, the union government pushed through the parliament an amendment to this particular act, which gives the CBI no powers to register cases against any public servant without the consent of the union government, which essentially means that the union government has absolute control over who the CBI books and begins an investigation against. Another reason that leaders of the opposition insist that raids and arrests of opposition leaders by central agencies are nothing but simply harassment and intimidation tactics is because of the low conviction rate. Take, for example, the ED. The ED generally probes cases of PMLA, money laundering cases against elected representatives, and the conviction rate of PMLA cases of the ED is 0.5%, and this is a data that was given by the union government in the parliament in response to a question. Of course, the ED has said its conviction rates are much better, are far better. In fact, ED told court that its conviction rates are more than 90%, and it has the highest conviction rate when it comes to central agencies. But the answer given in the parliament does not change. The ED's conviction rate for PMLA cases, which are the huge number of cases filed against elected representatives by Enforcement Directorate, is just 0.5%. The great Indian washing machine is how the opposition parties mock the BJP, especially leaders like Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, who even put up a whole demonstration of what she means at a public rally earlier this year. The allegation against the BJP is simply because opposition leaders believe that once an opposition leader, a leader from any of the opposition parties facing probe by central agencies, jumps ship to the BJP, defects to the BJP, suddenly the probe against that particular leader slows down. The BJP that would have gone hammer and tongs against a particular leader's corruption allegation would suddenly fall silent the moment the leader leaves an opposition party and joins the BJP. The impact of the arrest of Senthil Balaji, who's a minister in the MK Stalin-led DMK government, DMK, which is one of the most vocal critics of the Narendra Modi government. The impact of this all will only be seen later. This comes at a time when the opposition in India is attempting to build a united platform. Will these arrests further the efforts of the opposition parties to come together ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha elections, or will this act as a deterrent, as almost a warning shot, not just for opposition parties, but also allies of the BJP who have been difficult over the last few months? Take, for example, the AIADMK that is engaged in a tussle with BJP's state president in Tamil Nadu, Annamalai. Will this arrest compound the efforts of the opposition parties to build a united front, or will it deter political parties further in taking a stance against the BJP? Is something we'll have to watch closely. We at South First will keep a watch closely on the same. Thank you so much for watching.